Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Power to Express. I'm Lindsay, and you guys can introduce yourselves too. Heidi and Keely. So we're excited to have them here today. It's an express class, so we'll just get started right away. Nice tall seat, crisscross applesauce, and just take a big breath in. As you exhale, close down your eyes. Begin to just trace the details of your breath with your mind to let thoughts of the day kind of float away and just to come into the present moment. Noticing all the details that make this moment exactly what it is, the temperature on your skin, the people around you, or maybe the solitude and the me time, the texture of your breath. As your eyes gently soften or close, I'll ask you just to bring your hands to your neck very gently. And just to feel a slight vibration as you hum on your exhale. So it doesn't need to be anything that the camera can hear or that your neighbor can hear. But as you breathe in, you fill up your lungs. As you exhale, you'll just find this gentle. Make sure that you're breathing all the way in. And on that exhale, just letting it float out for as long as it wants to float out for. You'll start to feel a little bit of vibration through all your neck muscles, maybe even through your upper chest, your voice box. And it's this subtle attention to detail that will transform your practice. Really, when you start to modulate this area, you'll soothe the nervous system. You'll also create a little bit of heat in the body. So now as we go from a hum to ujjayi breath, keep your hands there and try to feel something with the ujjayi breath. That Darth Vader like oceanic sound as we learn in teacher training. So open up the throat and then constrict at the glottis, your vocal cords, and create almost this textured breath. Awesome. Exhale. Breathe in, seated mountain pose, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and just notice what small detail brought you to your mat here today. It's your intention. And this small detail is not a small detail. It's what takes us from being exercised to actual meaningful movement. Breathe in your intention. Exhale, hands to your thighs. Breathe in, seated cow pose. Open up, look up. Exhale, seated cat pose. Rainbow in, look back towards your navel. Nice job. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, poke your tailbone backward, your chin upward. Exhale, rainbow in and dial back toward heart. Last time. Inhale, get really big and open. And exhale, retreat back in. Breathe in, seated mountain pose, arms high. Exhale, take a nice big side stretch to your right. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, side stretch to your left. Breathe in, up. Here's a change. Exhale, twist to the right. We'll just take our spine in every direction. Breath in center. And exhale, second side. Good. On your breath in, take your left knee up and into your chest. Grab your left foot. On your exhale, slide it out to Janu Sirsasana and breathe. And notice your knee might not come all the way straight, okay? Depending on your hamstrings, it might still stay bent. See what you can do with a flexor point of your ankle, how that changes what's happening upstream. Awesome. 2 more breaths here. How long can you get? Create space in your hamstrings, in your low back, maybe even in your shoulders with that press forward of your foot into your hands. Exhale. Breathe in, come all the way up, bend your knee. And exhale, take your other shin bone in front. Breathe in, bend your right knee in, grab your leg, your foot. And as you exhale, just creep it up very slowly. Breathe here. You feel this? Yes? It's interesting because during these times when people come into the studio, they bring their own tools. So you'll notice that Maybe Heidi has different things than Keely. The best thing that you can have tool-wise in your home or in the studio is your awareness of your body. Do you need to straighten all the time and everything? No, we don't need to do big things to provoke big change. It's small details over time that promote that big change. Exhale. Breathe in, come up tall, bend your knee, sit up straight. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll just crawl forward, hip bones to sky. And we've all been here a couple of times. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah. And notice if you come in out of habit, a lot of times we do come into postures that we do time and time again out of habit. Play with the nuances of it. Tiny, tiny nuances. Can you sit all of your weight back into your heels to promote just a little bit more stretch here? Awesome. And then look at your toes. Don't move your toes, but take your heels just a tiny bit further apart. So toes don't move, but heels come out just a little bit. See how that changes the experience. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Pause to breathe here. Head is heavy like a bowling ball. And you just feel how your body weight can really be an asset here. When did we ever think our body weight would be an asset, right? Here in yoga class. And you don't have weights or anything else. Awesome. Great options. Exhale, forward fold. Gather in your feet. Breathe in, mountain pose. As you exhale, just close down your eyes and shift your weight from right to left. Nothing big, something just kind of moderate, and start to feel where you feel balanced and in control. And now back to front, into your toes, back into your heels. Where is your power? Where is your mountain pose? Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing split. Left leg high behind you and stay. Yeah, this is a hard one, right? Not everybody can be Gabby Douglas or anybody like that. So at first, you'll just practice some moderation. Can you kiss your shin probably toward the end of class? I don't know. Some of you might be able to. That's not the goal. But that's the direction that your mouth and nose go, is in toward shin, as though you want to kiss your shin. Breathe in. Breath out, low lunge. Soften your back knee to the earth. Breathe in, crescent moon. Hands to front thigh maybe to begin, and you'll just see that we'll make our back leg as long as possible. We feel this? A little bit. Okay, awesome. Great options. We've got a little bit of tenacity from right to left side, almost this hug in toward midline so that then we can push everything forward. Breathe in, please. Exhale, half splits, and let's play with some details. Breathe in, flex your toes back towards your face as far as you can. As you exhale, push your toes down into your mat like you're pushing a gas pedal. Breathe in, back up. Exhale, point your toes to the mirror. Breathe in, center. And exhale to the left. Breathe in, up. Exhale, low lunge, crawl forward, back knee comes up. Breathe in, crescent moon. And pause, or crescent, full crescent, excuse me. But you guys are very good at listening. It's a two-legged balance posture. So you'll see Keely started her gaze low. That's totally my MO too. Let's get grounded. Let's make sure that we have really good form. And then maybe as we progress, we start to look a little bit more skyward and play with it. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Right leg comes up and back. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. You'll just find all of that centering that you worked on straight away. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, right leg high, standing split. And let's stay here to get a really nice stretch through our hamstring. Notice too, you can fan out your toes. Just feel that entire outline of the sole of your foot as it rims down into your mat. There's a shake. I like the shake. It means you're provoking change. Breathe in. Breath out, low lunge. Breathe in, crescent moon. Pause to stretch. Let's think about this upside down triangle here. From pubic bone up toward hip bones. Suck that in and then let it pull your navel up and towards your sternum. I hope we have this good of models every week. This is super easy on me. I feel like I'm on vacation right now. I'm not teaching or doing anything. Take a breath in. Exhale, half splits pose. Now play here. Inhale, flex your toes back towards your face. As you exhale, push the gas pedal down, 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 down. Breathe in, flex your toes. Exhale, point them to the left, knife edge of foot. You feel that? It's different, isn't it? Breathe in, center. Exhale to the right. Breath in, up. Exhale, low lunge. Gather up pelvic floor. Breathe in, crescent moon. Crescent. I'll get that as we flow, okay? And what's nice is when you have a home practice, or even for Keely and Heidi, the mirror's not right in front of them. It's easier to dial into the little nuances of the present moment. Have them take you in here instead of thinking or stressing about other things. Don't be afraid to dive really deeply into this practice. Breathe in, breath out, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, chaturanga. And if you want, you can always skip chaturanga too. Breathe in, upward facing dog, hip flexors are low, gaze is high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow breath to movements. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, fold back in half. Breathe in, standing split, left leg illuminates. Exhale, low lunge, back knee down. Breathe in, crescent moon. Look up now as you reach tall. Exhale, half splits, just one breath this time. Breathe in, full crescent, back knee comes up. See, I got it right. Tiny details matter. Exhale, low lunge, ground down through your palms. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, new fresh air. And exhale, let it back out. Last time, inhale, look. Exhale, teleport forward. Breathe in, elongation, please. Exhale, forward, fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. And exhale, forward, fold. Breathe in, standing split, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, back knee down, softly. Breathe in, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Breathe in, full crescent pose. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, forward folds. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Breathe in, chair pose, your favorite. Let's stay. I want you to break a sweat here, especially if you have no heat, which is kind of nice to notice how you can provoke that own change within. You'll want to sit back, almost as though you're hovering over some sort of plant outside while you're camping. Just mentally preparing for when I go camping next week. Good. Breathe in, breath out, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Now listen for the changes because there will be some. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog to low lunge with your right leg step through. Don't lift your leg, just pull it straight on through. Inhale, warrior one. Breathe. Weird, right? Yes. So this is what it will look like when we come back from chair pose. You will take your chaturanga, up dog, and then down dog, your right leg just steps on through. You dial your left leg back, and then you come into your warrior. Sound good? It's little details to screw with you today. But what these tiny details will do is quicken your heart rate and get you sweating a little bit quicker. Straight from Ashtanga. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Snap your legs together, lower halfway down. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, low lunge on the left leg. Breathe in, warrior one. Pause. And here's my secret sauce for warrior one. It's a funky posture. It feels a little weird. I don't step as far through to my low lunge. That way I have less space between my feet than, say, a crescent or a crescent moon. Let's take a couple more breaths here just to even out our side, and then we'll flow breath to movement, and I think our warm-ups will be done. Breathe in, breath out, chaturanga. Breathe in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, refold, bend your knees to 90 degrees. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Gorgeous breath, ladies. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, low lunge on the right side, steps right through. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. You feel the quickened pace, yes? Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Great choices. Breathe in, warrior one, second side. And exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Great. And then we'll just have one more trip through, and you should be sufficiently heated. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, journey forward, fold in half. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in deeply. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, right leg pulls through. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. You've got the left leg on your own. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Then we'll just take 5 breaths in downward facing dog to just really let it settle and to notice the subtle nuances of the practice. Maybe your breath has changed a little in the temperature department. Maybe you can follow one bead of sweat as it travels. Let it all ground you. The things that we do in here make us more present so that when we're outside of this room, we might notice, right? When we're with our children, that we look them in the eye instead of our cell phone. Or we might notice the things about a moment that would otherwise go unnoticed if we were in our own head. So these have real world applications. Exhale. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, grab your left foot, even if it means you have to bend your knees. Breathe in, standing knee to nose pose. Go slowly. This is a different entrance than I usually teach. And it's just so that you feel things in a different way. Your mind rewires. Awesome. You'll notice that if you do extend your knee a little bit, foot toward the front of your mat, you might get more of a stretch on somewhere different in your body. And you guys, we're all going to fall during this at some point. So if you shatter, have a good sense of humor about it. It's supposed to be hard. We can't have it be easy. Where's the growth in the easy, right? Breathe in. Exhale, return it to the earth like it's precious. Fold back in half. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, grab your other foot. Breathe in, standing knee to nose pose. Second side. Good luck. It's an adventure. You should feel everything in your standing leg, ankle, but don't let that stop the breath. That's the underlying current of the practice. Great job. Breathe in. Exhale, set it back down slowly. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing split, left leg up. Exhale, pyramid pose. Breathe. Back foot will land. Yeah, a little bit closer to your front foot. Back heel is down. I like a bind behind my back, gaze back between my heels. What do you want today? So I know I'm a little late to the game, but I've never seen Survivor before. Isn't that crazy? I've never seen Survivor. It's been on since, I don't know. Oh, it's still on. And this is how I know it. One of my friends is in it and she won years ago, but now she's on a season where like all the winners are fighting it out. So I said I'd watch it. And anyway, the people who don't pay attention to details in this game don't win the game. There was like a little secret advantage that someone didn't see while she was sitting on a bench, and someone else got the secret advantage. And my point is, anyway, that we think we see everything. We think we're so aware, but we have to be open and humble enough to know there's always another layer. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand to your right ankle or shin. Maybe a water bottle could be a block, or a block could be a block. Inhale, revolve triangle pose. Breathe. Take your big old twist. And we can't see what we can't see until we are awakened to it, right? Like I was on steroids for all that poison ivy I had a couple weeks ago. And when I was on the steroids, do you know what I saw? I saw so many things in my own house that I hadn't paid attention to in 7 years. Things are dirty. Things need fixed. And it took some sort of cocktail of new drugs for me to like open my eyes and be like, oh my gosh, we got to get some people in here to repair this. Breathe in, exhale, release. Breathe in, standing split. Look back, try to kiss that shin. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing split, second side. Exhale, pyramid pose. Breathe. How we doing? Everyone's here? Everyone's alive? Yes? Everyone's a little bit hot? Awesome. But now that I've seen those things, now that I know that there's a corner off in my kitchen when it was built, or now that I see that a couple things need repainted in my kitchen, do you think I can ever unsee them? No. No. It's kind of like once your mind is stretched, it's a really bad example of it, but it doesn't return to the normal bounds. That's what we're looking for here. These are longer holds. Notice how you can deepen. Maybe your torso even gives up a little bit and is allowed to cascade down your thigh or shin, wherever it needs to be. There's a reason that time is the most valuable part of your yoga practice. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand to left shin, block whatever you have. And breathe in, take your twist. Pause. Really proliferate the breath here. You want to feel as though your belly is an accordion, your ribs, that same kind of like accordion jellyfish like modulation. Your diaphragm can squeeze down onto your intestines, into all of your digestive tract. And this is a hard posture. Can you feel it's a two-legged balance posture? Sometimes I feel like I'm going to fall in this posture because it's so hard. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Here's our change. Exhale, tiptoe pose. Come up to your tiptoes and then just squat down. And little details matter in this. I could use my hands to steady me, my gaze. I could even drop my heels if that felt better in my practice. Really great posture. Breathe in. Exhale, crow pose. Or you could stay in Malasana, yogi squat to start our hip opening here today. Oh, that feels amazing. That might be a good option. Yeah. There we go. Nice and slow. You know that I won't rush you. Take your time. Gaze is forward. You're optimistic about your prospects. Very nice. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Or you could just step back. Yep. I do that so many times, and then someday it clicks. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg high. You finally get it. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior two. We'll just pause here. Get a little bit of openness through our hips. That's what this is all about. If you need, you can even massage down your legs and pull your knees in opposite directions. Externally rotate them, but do lock in your gaze straight away. Lock it in. That's the ferocity of your warriorness. Breathe in. Breath out, extended side angle. This is the one time we'll be here today. So as you marinate in the posture, really feel what makes this container shape valuable as opposed to what I've already been in today. Where do I feel that awakening and that visceral sensation, that feedback? Exhale. Breathe in, straighten your front leg for triangle pose. And just breathe here. You might need to walk your back foot in just a little bit. There's one detail that separates extended side angle from triangle pose. That's it. Same stack. You might even pretend you've got some sort of body paint on the back side of your body. Can you make a whole body imprint on an invisible wall behind you? Exhale. Breathe in, lift your bottom arm forward toward the top of your mat. Nobody likes me right now. That's okay. That's okay. This is an express class. This will be our core work. We will not go onto our backs for core work. There we go. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe. Foot to the outside of your right hand. Yes. You just ground down right away. I feel like with age, we start to notice more detail too. I think I'm to the age where not only do I have my own garden, like my grandma, but the birds in my yard are fabulous. We bought a couple bird feeders because we've just started to notice, oh my gosh, look at the colors of these birds. We're not so distracted with other things. We're at home more. We're starting to see the beauty that's inherently all around us. On your exhale, you'll come back up to your palms. As you breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon pose, active or passive. It's all up to you. During this express class, if you'd like to puff up and make this a very active posture, you'll still get the opening, but you'll get a ton of glute and outer hip work. Okay? If you'd like to come down, it can be really, really nice opening for all of your tissues. So pick where you want to be. We're not here for a terribly long time, and make sure that your back leg is heavy. It's a different sensation, isn't it? Yeah, kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. Since you both are up, let's come out of this in a really fun way. You ready? Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to floor. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend, twist, open. If you want to flip your dog, I've never seen anyone hurt themselves doing it, but if you have furniture nearby, you will watch out for your furniture. Inhale, come on back. Exhale, release your leg. Whew. Breathe in, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior two. Breathe. Can you take a fine-tooth comb through the backside of your body? See what you need to engage from the floor up to open the front side of your body. Breathe in together. Breathe out, extended side angle. Let's pause here. Oh, some days this feels just so good. Tiny details like your gaze matter. Like Keely, I look down and I also do like a bind with my top arm. Look what that does. It just stretches everything on this side of my neck. This is where I carry my stress. So that's what I like to open. Exhale, please. Breathe in triangle. Simply straighten your front leg. Breathe here. You can feel your abs catch even before we go into our ab exercise here. Make sure that you've got that electricity flows freely down each side body. And now just take your bottom arm straight out. There's the shake. You need that shake. There it is. Still rotate heart toward light wells. Breathe in. Breath out, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge. Let's pause here. Oof. This can be really nice with forearms to a block. Can be also really nice with some gentle movement of hip side to side. You'll find your lane. Somewhere where you can enjoy a nice slow release. These postures don't have to be fancy or crazy to be effective. We don't need to be able to do the entire splits every time we come to runner's lunge in order to get something from our yoga practice. It's small effort continuously over time that makes the big change. Breathe in. Breath out. Rewind. Fan your palms nice and wide like starfish. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Breathe. Now they both decided to stay up on the other side. So I'll just cue this. Your back leg needs to be super, super strong. Yes. Great. You still feel, if you are in this back bend, the front side is taut. If you were to tap right here, you'd feel just a little bit of tenacity right underneath. Breathe in, arms high. Exhale, release. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend, twist, and open. If you would like to flip your dog, you can just land on your left foot. Smile, swallow. Breathe in, three-legged. And exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, plank pose. Exhale, mid-plank pose. Last chaturanga of practice. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Drop to your knees, come around onto your seats. Boat pose. Before we illuminate our boat pose and we grow our boat pose, we'll want to make sure that our buttocks are firmly rooted into the ground. So with the soles of your feet to the earth, just rock back and forth in space, just like you did in mountain pose. Make sure that the two socket heads will plug right into that outlet. And then back and forward, feel where your power is. Take your hands in between your knees, grab each foot with each hand. You can do a yogi toe lock, peace fingers around big toes, or sometimes I like the knife edges of my feet. Inhale now, boat pose. 5 breaths. Awesome. Now we discussed this earlier because I told them this was going to come. And that there's a possibility that you might rock back accidentally or on purpose. So if you like to rock back, make sure there's nothing behind you. You can do like a little egg roll back and then see if you can stick it coming all the way back up. It's kind of fun. I do it with my kids. Why not, right? And then just see, once you're there for the last 2 breaths, how long your legs can get to your comfort level right here, right now. Notice. Breathe in. Exhale, release your feet, ground down through your hands behind your back. Breathe in, reverse table pose. Just a couple of breaths. Big old pec relief, fronts of your shoulders. Sometimes it feels icky for me to release my neck, so I make a couple double chins, which are super attractive. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly come down. Okay, we're ready to play, yes? That's all this is playing. Even if your booty does not lift up off of the ground in this next series, I want to tell you that it doesn't matter. So play with me here. I'll do it with you guys. Here we go. Go ahead and take both knees into your chest. This time, left hand, left foot. Cool? You can take right hand to right hip crease. It can help you. Or if you're feeling a little spicy, you might take both hands to your foot. And we'll just start to rock back and forth until we can come up to a little squat toe stand. Okay? You might need that rock and roll back and forward. Just try it. Listen, I've taught enough of these classes today, just so you know, it's not common to get up. And then once you do get up, if you want to experiment a little more, maybe you come up to your toes. Cool? It's a lot of work, isn't it? It's a ton of work. You also have the option to not take this leg all the way straight. Maybe that really sucks. So notice, oh, look at that. Look, I just modified a little bit, and that took a lot less work. Ooh, this hamstring is gonna love me tomorrow. Whew. Very nice. Okay, give yourself a rest. And what I'd like you to do is think about this clearly. This posture is telling you what you need to work on, right? Whether it's flexibility or maybe the strength to get up, maybe it's ankle mobility. But if your ego is like, oh man, I couldn't get it, I'm just not going to do it, you're not going to learn as much from the experience. So don't be afraid to delve into the details to kind of get that information. Awesome. I'll show you one other thing before we do the other side. And that is that this is not the only way to get into this. If for any reason you would like to come in this way and then squat down, that can be really nice too. And then maybe one more small detail up onto the toes. Okay? So if you'd like to be even, you might come down from here, but you at home, you can press pause and you can try it any ways that you want. So let's do it. Let's grab onto our right foot. Remember, you've got this extra hand that can help you if you would like it to help you. And then let's just go ahead and just see what we can do here. Unattached to outcome. Feel this quad fire. Feel these hamstrings fire. Feel everything fire. Whew. Then once you get there, steady gaze if you would like to layer on your heel lift. Get your sexy calves. I'll give you just a couple more breaths to find that here. It is tricky. Yeah, it is. It's interesting to see when you try to get into things that you don't normally get into, what happens. And it's so important, especially for those of us who aren't quite children anymore, that we continue to experiment. Awesome. Boat pose in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, boat pose. Exhale, low boat pose. Breathe. Yep, this is how we're going to get to our backs today. We will earn it. Here we go. Take a deep breath in together. Exhale all the way down onto your back. Ah. Breathe in, knees into chest. Exhale, supine twist to the left. Continue to breathe here. Amazing job, you guys. Let this be kind of messy. There's really no trying in this supine twist. Let your mind swim downward, inward. Let your heart rate slow. Let that sweat on your skin be worn like some sort of badge of honor for all the work you've done. Breathe out. Breathe in, rainbow your knees back into neutral. And as you exhale, you'll just find your second side. Settle in. Our brains are not designed to hang on to information that we don't need. Our brains are smart. They know if we don't need the information, it should be cleaned out, and that we do need to store can be stored while we sleep. And so the goal of being detail oriented in everyday life is not to be able to recall the license plate expiration tag on everybody that you tailgated this morning, but it's rather to see more of the present moment and the gifts that are around us. Because they are. There's so many things that we overlook that are magical. There's so many things that we overlook that are supposed to teach us things. And so simply to open our eyes a little bit wider, not so that we remember every single detail, but so that the tapestry of what's happening in the present moment impacts us in a more positive way, a more potent way. Take your knees back into center. Take your legs out nice and long. And come into Shavasana. Big breath in. And open mouth exhale. I'll be here in just a few moments to guide you on with your day. Now that you've done these purification practices of yoga, you might be able to see more clearly in your mind's eye exactly what it is you need to take from your personal practice back out into daily life to make you the most awesome, content, joyful, helpful person. And to just name those things in your head, detail them out, take them with you in little yoga pants pockets. On your next inhale, you'll stretch, you'll smile, you'll swallow. And as you exhale, just bring your hands to your heart and thank yourself for coming to your mat, for doing this important work, and for being a part of this community. Thank you so, so much. Namaste. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to Keely and to Heidi. I'm so excited that you guys were all here. If you have any feedback, let us know. And we'll see you guys all hopefully very soon next week. Take care, everybody.